Welcome back to another episode of Tech Fit. Now, it's the week after Thanksgiving, and in the wonderful world of technology and video games and things that go beep, nothing happens the week after Thanksgiving. Intel graphics launch announcement thing. Nothing exciting. So, I want to give you a little information to help you on your travels. Especially if you're a gamer that likes to, still have fun when you're on the road. One of the biggest advances in the last 10 years or so of gaming technology has been around portable gaming. Now, there have been portable consoles since the 80s. Most people my age know about the Nintendo Game Boy. Awesome little unit. The Nintendo Switch is their newest portable, but also their console. And with the rise of the Switch's popularity, a lot of gamers have gotten used to taking their favorite games from the living room on the road. Well, the other manufacturers, they can't have that. So now we're seeing handheld PCs, handheld gaming consoles, streaming games, all kinds of new options to play your games wherever you're at. So I was thinking earlier, even with the popularity of handheld PCs, they're not cheap. And a lot of people, especially people that subscribe to Xbox Game Pass or GeForce Now, they may want to have access to their games without having to carry a bunch of extra stuff in their bags for the holidays. Especially if you're like my family, you've got suitcases that, fill up your tiny car. Well, you don't need anything more than your phone to play games on. Now, I'm not talking about touchscreen games. I hate touchscreen games. I liked Angry Birds, but after they got more complex than Angry Birds, I need to have buttons. So I've moved past that. So I'm going to show you on my phone how you can play some of the biggest AAA game titles today when you're out and about for the holiday season. Let's take a look. This right here is a backbone controller. Now, the type of controller is called a telescopic controller because it slides out, so you can put your phone in the middle. Now, whether you want to play PlayStation games streaming back to your home console, GeForce Now, Xbox Game Cloud, any of those, you can use a console controller over Bluetooth just fine. But if you're playing on your phone, it's kind of hard to find a place to prop up your phone and hold a controller. So the telescopic controller has been my preferred method when I'm traveling for playing games on my phone. Now, if you do stream back to a PlayStation, they require a PlayStation backbone. It's annoying. Xbox, however, does not have that requirement. So I've used this for both, and it works fine. So that's what we're going to use for this video. Alright, so we're going to start with GeForce Now. GeForce Now has several tiers. They have a free tier, which is, free, but it's ad-supported. They limit the game time to, I want to say, 1 hour in-game, which if you're on the go, that's not so bad. But it's going to take you a little while to get in there. When I've experimented with the free tier, it's taken me up to 20 minutes to get in the game. And if you just want to hop in game, that's not ideal. Their premium subscription right now is running $10 if you do the monthly plan. And then they have an ultimate as well for $20. I'm on the ultimate right now because I got a 6-month deal for the holidays. But I would probably recommend for a phone, stick with the premium tier. It gives you 1080. Your phone's not going to show you more than that. The other one, however, if you use this on a laptop, is fantastic. It can give you up to 1440p for streaming resolution. It also uses a higher graphics card or GPU, which, of course, gives you better game performance. Now, GeForce Now has a limited selection of games, and it ties into the games you own. So games you have currently on Steam, Epic Game Store, a few on Good Old Games, EA Origin, Ubisoft, and Xbox Game Pass. You have access to all of those if you have access to them on a computer. Now, every Thursday they add new games. So if you look here, we have GFN Thursday. This is what they added today. The Thing Remastered, which just released a few hours ago, is already supported on here. Train Simulator, if you've got that and you like driving trains, there you go. Not a lot. Then again, it's not a busy week for tech. It's not a busy week for gaming. If you look down, there's also mobile touch controls. So if you don't have a controller, you still have a way to game on your phone without being limited to, well, phone games. You've got the Fortnite stuff in here, Slay the Spire, which is a fun little card type game, Into the Breach for your strategy, Tabletop Simulator if you like playing RPGs virtually, and that's tabletop RPGs, not Baldur's Gate. They also have a store. You have your top sellers. They have free-to-play games in here. There's your PC Game Pass and your featured, etc., etc. So what we're going to do, we're going to hop up here to my library. And this is pulling from all of my PC Game Store libraries. So Steam, Epic Game Store, PC Game Pass. If I have access to it on one of those and it's available in GeForce Now, it's in my library on here. So let's hop into a game and see how it performs. Alright, so we're going to hop into Starfield. Now if you notice, I'm connected to Xbox here. If I was playing the Steam version, it would say Steam. I hit play, and it begins to connect. Now if you notice up here, you've got a little toolkit, virtual keyboard, you got your controller, microphone, if you're doing an online game and want to mute, you can. Clipboard, if you want to copy and paste something from the host machine. And of course, your quit and all that stuff is there. Alright, let's get into the game. Now we're at the main menu. You can see I can continue the game that I was playing on my Xbox Series X a couple weeks ago. Let's hop in. Alright, there we are. 3D AAA game. I'm not going to do too much in here, just want to show the visuals. Now on the Ultimate tier, I also get RTX, which gives a little bit better quality than you get on Premium. But again, I don't think it's worth the extra just for a phone. But I also use this on my laptop. That way I don't have to worry about a game taking up 130 gigabytes of my tiny 1 terabyte drive. Modern gaming, isn't it great? But yeah, that gives you an idea what Starfield looks like, and hopefully I didn't screw my game up too much. Alright, if you notice, I'm not in an app right now. I'm actually in my phone's browser, which in this case is Microsoft Edge. And I'm at the website. It's xbox.com/play. And that will bring you to the local one, which of course here is the US. Now, this used to be available from the app. However, due to, in this case, Google, but also Apple's App Store policies, Microsoft is not able to sell games without giving a 30% cut to the platform owner. So until that is resolved, which is currently in a court battle in Europe and probably in the US here soon too, until that's resolved, they're having to ask people to go through the website. So bookmark it, or just remember xbox.com/play. This works on Android and iOS just fine, also on PC. So again, if you have a laptop and you don't want to eat up your hard drive with 100+ gig games, just hop right in to Xbox Cloud Gaming. So, Xbox Cloud Gaming includes the cloud games from Game Pass, but also if you're a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, there are certain titles in your library now, like in this case Dragon Warrior 3, which is not part of Game Pass, but it is available to stream. Same with Balatro, which is a very addictive card game. Now, to keep things similar, let's just hop into Starfield. That way we're taking a look at the same place we were looking at over on the GeForce Now side. Alright, and we're back on the Starfield menu, just like before. We'll continue that same game. Now, Game Pass, it doesn't have as many upgrades as GeForce Now does. So even though it's a similar game that they have over there, it doesn't necessarily have the RTX. There's also more compression artifacts I've noticed in Game Pass. But if you're already paying for Game Pass and you do not want to pay for an extra service like GeForce Now, well, here you go. This does look a little bit more like the premium version of GeForce Now. Just kind of looking at it. And again, you can still see plenty of details on the buildings. Plenty of detail on the characters, as much as Starfield has. And again, you're able to run this on a phone. You don't need any super powered $2,000 laptops. If you're traveling and you're on a budget and you just want to play a game and you got Game Pass or you want to sign up for GeForce Now, hey, there you go. Put a controller on your phone and game away. Well, I hope this was a nice, informative, and quick tech fit for you. I'm going to get out of here and try to make some progress on Starfield.
Hey.
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble.